Hi friends, I'm not gonna lie, I am very excited to talk to you about resources today. I got very lucky with my Hashimoto's diagnosis because it came in 2017. And if you are going to get an autoimmune disease, 2017 is the year to do it. There are so many books, blogs, Pinterest pages, podcasts, YouTube videos available for you to get the information that you need. I'm gonna jump right in with my books, my favorite books. The very first book that I ever read about my Hashimoto's was called Hashimoto's Thyroiditis, The Root Cause by Dr. Izabella Wentz. I couldn't finish it. My brain fog was so bad that reading this book, I wasn't getting the information, I wasn't retaining, it kind of stressed me out. It's a great book, but the first time I read it, I didn't get it, but it's great. And she actually just came out with a documentary and another book, I think called Hashimoto's Protocol? Yes, Hashimoto's Protocol. I haven't gotten that one yet, but it is in my Amazon cart right now. The second book that I tried to read, which I did finish and was super helpful, is called Why Do I Still Have Thyroid Symptoms If My Lab Tests Are Normal? This is by Dr. Kharrazian. And this one answered my questions. It explained things in ways that I had never thought of. It answered questions I didn't know I had. And it was actually through this book that I found the functional medicine doctor that I have right now. My favorite book, though, of all of the ones that I've read is this one right here, The AutoImmune Wellness Handbook by Trescott and Angie. These two women are the autoimmune queens of the world. They are such lovely, wonderful, amazing human beings. I've never met them, but I can tell from their book, from their podcast, from their blog. They're fantastic. So this book, I didn't realize it was so new when I got it, actually. It just came out in October of 2016, but it has a complimentary guide in the form of a podcast, and that was actually how I read this book, which was really wonderful. I would read chapter 1 and then I would listen to the chapter 1 podcasts, and then I would read chapter 2 and then listen to the chapter 2 podcasts. And it took me about a week to get through the whole book that way because I was just reading and listening because I wanted all the information as quickly as possible, and it's been really great. So that podcast is another resource. It's called the AutoImmune Wellness Podcast, which, by the way, autoimmune wellness, what a wonderful title. For those of us with an autoimmune disease, that's often how we hear this term, is autoimmune disease, autoimmune disease, your autoimmune disease. I have an autoimmune disease. And so it's just really that was brilliant. Autoimmune wellness, to try to reframe that just a tiny bit in people's minds is just delightful. So there's the book, the Autoimmune Wellness Handbook. There's the podcast, the Autoimmune Wellness Podcast. Their website is autoimmunewellness.com, which is also their blog. And so yeah, everything by these two ladies is lovely. Trescott and Angie. Mwah, beautiful. I also have Trescott's The Autoimmune Paleo Cookbook, which is great. Cookbooks are great, but I'm not gonna lie, my favorite resource for recipes is Pinterest. For the most part, between all of the blogs out there, you've got the Paleo Mom, you've got Mickey and Angie on autoimmune paleo, you've got Phoenix Helix, you've got just all of these amazing blogs, which you'll find if you have an autoimmune disease. Just a quick Google search will get you what you need, and you'll find recipes and ways to live successfully with autoimmune disease or autoimmune wellness. So that's actually almost it. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is a few websites. I'm going to put them in the description below, but these are resources to help you find a doctor. That is definitely, for me, it was the most overwhelming part of this process, and these are some resources to get you started. I mentioned that I found my doctor through this book. The website for this book is thyroidbook.com, and they have a resources section of their website that has a practitioner locator. For some reason, like when I just tried to test this out, it wasn't working. So hopefully it's working, but there's a few listed just on that page of people that work remotely, which is actually how a lot of these doctors work. I've never met my doctor. I talked to him on the phone, but we've never met. And I still get blood work done and I still get my results, and I'm fine with that. So if you're not okay with that, it might be more difficult, but you'll still find someone. Thyroidconnections.com is their practitioner locator for this book, but again, it wasn't working a second ago. So I would just go to the website, thyroidbook.com, resources, and then on that page there's a few doctors listed, and if the practitioner locator is working, then you can go to it from there. There's 2 more that I found through Mickey Trescott and Angie Alt called primaldocs.com and paleophysiciansnetwork.com. So again, I'll put those links in the description below, but finding a doctor, finding your key player is just huge in helping you towards your journey of recovery. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed these first few videos about my Hashi's road. I actually really hate the word journey. I think a lot of people in this space do, but it's a journey. So I hope you've enjoyed the first few videos. I'll definitely be posting more, but if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to see, let me know, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks, friends. Bye. There we go. Then I'm not making sense anymore.